My lawyer called me at work, her voice shaking. She said, "Your ex-husband just gave the police a statement, swearing you crashed your car into a ravine with your 5-year-old daughter inside, and then you fled the scene." I literally dropped the phone. I was a kindergarten teacher, for God's sake. By the time I rushed to the precinct, my ex was sitting in the lobby. He was holding our little girl, rocking her back and forth, putting on the performance of a lifetime. He had tears streaming down his face, telling the officers how he found her wandering along the dark highway, alone, crying for her mommy. The moment he saw me, he pointed. "She was drunk," he yelled, making sure every single cop in the room heard him. "She wrecked the car and left our baby to die." The officers looked at me with pure disgust. They breathalyzed me. I blew a .08. Why? Because it was a Friday night, my daughter was supposed to be with him, and I had been home, safely on my couch, drinking a few glasses of Merlot. Judge signed an emergency protective order that very night. I was legally barred from seeing my own child. The next Monday, the school board put me on unpaid leave. My reputation in our small town was completely shredded. People actually spat on the sidewalk when I walked by, but one tiny detail about his story kept itching at the back of my brain. He said he found her at 10:30 at night on Route 9, but Route 9 is pitch black, and he claimed he was just out for a drive. Nobody just goes for a casual drive on a dangerous, winding mountain road at night, unless they already know exactly what's out there. I emptied my retirement fund, hired the most ruthless defense attorney in the county, and told him to pull the black box data from my wrecked SUV. When the results came back, my lawyer called me into his office. He didn't just look happy, he looked predatory. We went to the custody hearing 2 weeks later. My ex was playing the victim perfectly, wiping his eyes, holding his new girlfriend's hand. Then my lawyer stood up. He didn't ask about the alcohol. He didn't ask about the dark road. He looked right at my ex and asked, "How tall are you, sir?" My ex blinked, confused. 6'3". My lawyer smiled. "That's fascinating, because the crash data from my client's vehicle shows the driver's seat was pushed all the way back, locked in a position for someone over 6 feet tall." He paused, letting the silence completely choke the courtroom. "My client is 5'2". The color instantly drained from my ex-husband's face. My lawyer slammed a mechanic's report onto the table. The weight sensors in the driver's seat recorded a 210-pound occupant at the exact moment of impact. Furthermore, the airbags deployed and left skin cells on the nylon. We ran a DNA test, and it is a perfect match for you. The gas from the gallery was deafening. He hadn't just framed me. He had snuck into my driveway, stolen my spare key, and taken my car for a joyride with our daughter. When he wrecked it, he realized he could use the crash to destroy me, win full custody, and get out of paying $50,000 in back child support. The judge didn't just give me my daughter back. She had the bailiff cuff him right there in family court. As they marched him out in chains, I leaned over the rail, looked him dead in the eye, and whispered, "Drive safe."